Neeluji has summed up very well why this Voices of the Republic. I will take you further how it happened, how it all started. It was about April, May. Before that, sometime in March, I was talking to Dinesh and then he said, why don't people come to America? We never visited America. So me and Sheetalji decided that we came in April and May. It was a very small beginning. But the type of response we got from America was overwhelming. We went to about 8-9 states. We had around 15 to 16 meetings. And I must confess honestly that I'm from a very ordinary university. I'm from Lucknow University. I have no PhD. I'm no professor. And same goes with Sheetal. We are not very great speakers, but still people are ready to listen. And people, we went to MIT, we went to Harvard, we went to the best institutions in this country, and people are ready to listen. Somehow, the thing was that people are concerned. People are concerned what is happening is not correct. What is not correct, how much it is not correct, everyone has their own perspective, but somehow we all felt that it is not correct. And that was the common cause where we thought that let us bring more people. In April, May, when we came, Dineshji was there, and then Mr. Ajit Shahi, I must take that name because if IMC, Mr. Ajit Shahi was coordinating and helping us out. We met a lot of people in the State Department, in the people who are making policies for the American government. And then at some point, before that, there is another story. We started our journey from the Pointer Institute because we said, Dineshji said that let us start with Pointer. Pointer is for us, it is the institute which gives that Pulitzer. Now, Pulitzer for any journalist is a Nobel Prize for us. We went to Pointer. Somehow we wanted, in collaboration, to do something in India. It is not working till now. Let's see. And then it was decided that let us have a second round of these things. And something very, very strangely was happening. India was being heard. I'm talking about the journalist fraternity and media fraternity. But Indian journalism you have to take in a larger thing because Sheetalji has a lot of data on that, which he will be when his panel comes, he will be giving those data. If 100 people are there, I will say 5% is the English journalism. And to be honest, every day morning when I start my day, I read English newspapers. I read English news books. I read English magazines. But when it comes to my interaction, it is a Hindi channel. And same way, 95% of the Indian news views is Indian languages. When I say Indian languages, it is Tamil, it is Telugu, it is Kannada, it is Malayali, it is Gujarati, it is Bangla, and Hindi also. But somehow what is happening, that English media, be it print, be it electronic, be it social, they are doing the decision making. YouTube, Meta, and Facebook, all the people who are here, who are basically the medium on which we interact with you people, is all based in America. And when they talk to us, when they come to India, they have seminars there. It is again a seminar which is conducted in English. Now, we have a couple of friends who are in the Indian languages. They don't know what is happening. They have huge following. They have huge interactions. They are setting the narrative, but somehow they are not interacting with these people. So one of the idea of doing this seminar here in America was that let us meet, let us have you understand our views, we understand your views, and that is why the whole format of this 2-day conference is more of a discussion. It is going to be a two-way communication. because otherwise we are used to of giving a man ki baat. I say my views and I don't listen your views. That is the generally we want to do. There's another thing on which that when we talk of republic, the democracy, you are the oldest democracy, we are the largest democracy, so that certain comparisons are there. Just to get you some data, India in 2024, we have about 1400 million population. In terms of Indian, we go by crores and lakhs. 1400 million was the population of India in 2024. Out of which, above 18 years, people who were eligible to vote, the population was 981 million. And out of that 981 million, people who were registered voters in India was 968 million. 99% of the Indian population was a registered voter in India. Why this comparison I'm making is because then we compare it with the American scenario. The estimated eligible voters population in America in April 2025 is around 239 million who are eligible to vote, who are above 18 years, who fulfill all those criteria. And the number of actual voters registered in America is 174 million only, which makes it about 73% of the eligible voters are registered. I'm just trying to make this comparison. You must understand why it is happening. The difference is, in America, if you want to become a voter, if you are an eligible voter, then you have to fill out a form. You have to submit a form. There's a verification and confirmation, and the onus is on you to apply and become a voter. In India, our constitution says no. If I am eligible, it is the job of my election commission and the government to make me a voter. So it is the other way around. So that makes me 99%. And that makes me that for an average Indian, vote is something is my right. It is something if you are playing with my voting rights, then I have problems. Then I will say that no, this cannot be done. There is another thing why this is to be understood. Who are we? People sitting here, we are 10 journalists who are traveling from India. I am from Public India. Ashutosh ji, Shital ji, Satya Hindi, Bushra and Rakesh ji, they are Bushra ji, I am so sorry. Bushra ji and Rakesh ji, we are from the DB Live. I mean, we are from different channels. Total together, we have about 25 to 30 million subscriber base with us. 25 to 30 million subscriber base is within the 10 people who are representing different channels. It's a huge number. Now, why this Gandhi and Nehru? I will now come back to why Gandhi and Nehru. Because what we feel is, Gandhi and Nehru, first of all, they understood the importance of the constitution. The they gave us the constitution, which gave the right on the day we became independent, and on the day our constitution was there, all the Indians were having a voting right. That is something remarkable. I mean, that is something which average Indian has that right and has that power to vote, and he has the right to change the government if I don't like that government. But one thing is to be understood. About 12 countries got independence between 47 and 50, that period. We are the only one where the democracy in true spirit has survived. Most of the countries, there have been, I mean, I'm not taking name purposely, but our neighbors, there have been military dictatorships. There have been people, individual people who have taken over the administration, and they are running a democracy the way it should not have been done. We are the only one. And we must understand why it is happening. Why with all the problems, why with all the poverty, why with all this, our democracy is surviving. And we must understand that there was a person named Gandhi who came back to India in around 1915. He was in South Africa. He got his education in England, came back to India for a very brief period, then went to South Africa, and then he came to India. Gandhi was a very successful as far as his agitation is concerned in South Africa. When he came to India, he took about 32 years. And during that part, today we feel that why in 1920-21 that some agitation was going on, there was a violence. Gandhi withdrew that. And there are a lot of controversies, there are a lot of criticism that Gandhi should not have done. But today when we look back, Gandhi was preparing India that when it should not only be a change of masters, it should not only be that as Bhagat Singh says, that the whites have gone and the browns have come. It should not be like that. When the change when the India gets independence, the people must also feel that they have the power and they are the masters of this country. And Gandhi was preparing it for 32 years that you are still not prepared. Violence cannot be the answer. By violence, you can change the master, you can change a regime, but you cannot have democracy if you cannot. It is nowhere in the history violence is the answer for democracy. It has to be Gandhi and Gandhi only. Then why Nehru? I'm just making this why this Gandhi and Nehru things are here. Nehru in India is the architect of whatever India we have today. He is the one who has a vision, who was a statesman, who started our public sectors, who started our IIMs, IITs, National School of Drama, whatever you call it. The very basic and was done by Nehru. But one contribution of Nehru, which we will be discussing throughout the day today with a very eminent speakers, is that Nehru was also responsible to make the roots of democracy very strong in the country. And not only in India, he has the effect globally. It was Nehru who gave the space to the opposition. When the 62 war happened, it was Nehru who called the parliament. He said, let us face it. It was a very difficult time for any government, but he was ready to listen to his criticism. He gave his space to one of his hardest critics, Dr. Lohia. He gave one of the hardest critics, Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. He gave his space to a lot of people, to all the communist people. So Nehru understood that democracy means there will be a opposition and there will be a governmental power. And both these together will make the democracy. Somehow, the meaning of democracy today is felt that there will be opposition-less democracy. That will not be a democracy. So that is what Nehru and Gandhi taught. And we thought, why not we again like to relive and understand the basis of this. And this is the only way. We want to remind ourselves that this is the only way if we want that democracy should be there. If the republic is to be there in true sense, it is the Gandhian and Nehruvian way. I want to make a small introduction of my team and the people who are here. First of all, I must thank, because this is the last generally ceremony. What happens, the vote of thanks is at the last, but we are making it in the beginning. Dinesh Thakur Sahab was always stood there. Then I must say IMC was there, because IMC is helping us at many places. When we go, we talk to people, Indian diaspora, then they are also participating in it. We are having a two-way discussions in our last trip. We hope that we get this. Then Neil Christie is is someone which we must acknowledge. And in the interfaith thing, he has a lot of things to say. And somehow the time was not there. I came to, I mean, one-on-one, my introduction with Neil was very late, because he has some wonderful ideas that how to involve the other faith leaders, because they have their own. In today's politics, the faith leaders also have a role to play. So Neil has a role. I must thank Srimati Karna. I mean, it is always good to see she's running that Gandhian Center here in America successfully for last, so I mean, this center is for there more than 50 years. More than 50 years, a center is being run in America. I must thank Shivendu ji and Mridula ji. Shivendu ji, because I met Shivendu ji in April. He's a professor in South Florida University. And I requested him if you can make yourself available for this. He readily agreed on that. Mridula ji is again, I requested her, she also came. And then I must mention Shahrukh. Shahrukh is representing Hindus for human rights. Sunita ji, I mean, last time when we were here, Ajit, if you remember, Riya was helping us out. This time, Riya is there on a vacation, that puja vacation to, she's traveling in India. So Shahrukh and Sahiti is helping us out from there. Then Professor Manu is traveling all the way from New York Hunter Institute. He will be, I mean, if you Google these people, it is a very rare thing to get hold of these people. I mean, it is our privilege that we will be talking to them. Ambassador Islam, I mean, we must tell of Ambassador Islam. He is a fatherly figure for us. We went to him and he said we must have he said, where you want to have lunch? I will give you lunch at one of the best places. Ambassador Islam, I mean, just for the purpose of records, he has worked with 2 presidents of America. He is an agriculture scientist and we are proud that he was trained and he got that thing from the Nagar University, one of the very prestigious University of India. And then he is in America for last more than 50 years. We have Professor Muqtadar Khan. My introduction to Professor Muqtadar Khan is very recent, but I always felt there is someone who is there, because because the time factor is there, even at dead of night, if I call Professor Muqtadar Khan and I said this is the thing, he has always the answer. He has, I mean, it were at times it were very, very frivolous things to ask, but he never lost his patience. He said, no, I'm there. So we will be listening to Professor Muqtadar. Then we are also talking to him separately.